Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome back to Microscopy series. Last time we talked about field microscopy parts and working. This time we're gonna talk about how an image is formed when the specimen is placed onto the stage. So let's get started. Now see here, image formation. The most important part of any microscope is the objective lens. And we know no matter how much the image is magnified, it has to be some kind of resolution should be there. Okay, because if there's lot of magnification and no resolution, the image is of no use. But what is resolution? So resolution is the ability of the lens to separate two close points so that they become clearly visible in the image. Now Abbe gives us an equation on the basis of some optical theory of lenses and all. We got an equation from Abbe which says d, basically the distance between those 2 points. Let's say these are those 2 points and the distance d is there. Okay, so lambda uh, lambda is the wavelength of the light used, and n sine theta numerical aperture. So you can see from the equation clearly when lambda is smaller, basically wavelength of the light used is smaller and numerical aperture is greater, then d becomes smaller. D, the distance between two objects, becomes smaller. But wait, why are we so concerned about making this d small when we say that when shorter wavelength used or numerical aperture increased, they become smaller? But why are we so concerned about making d small? Let's take an example. There are two lenses L1 and L2, and similarly there are two specimens S1 and S2. On both the specimen there are bacteria, but in specimen 1 there are two bacteria, I mean like there are lots of bacteria, but the two bacteria are separated by a distance of 1 micrometer. On the other hand, on the specimen 2, the bacteria are separated by 5 micrometer. That means here bacteria are a little far apart as compared to specimen 1. So let's take this specimen 1 under this lens 1. Now, when this lens form an image of this specimen which has bacteria separated by 1 micrometer, the image is not visible. The bacteria are overlapping. The image is not visible. The same specimen, when it is placed under lens 2, the image produces clearly two separated bacteria and they are clearly visible. Now let's take the specimen 2 under the lens 1. And here, where the distance between two bacteria is 5 micrometer, the two bacteria are clearly visible by this lens 1. And when the same specimen is taken under lens 2, bacteria are again clearly visible. But tell me, what do you think, which lens has greater resolution? Which lens is providing greater resolution? The lens which can separate the 2 points which are placed more closer. Here the lens can not separate. It was not having the ability to separate the objects which were placed 1 micrometer apart, but this lens had it. That means lens 2 has greater resolution power. But wait, what is again resolution power? Resolution power is nothing. It is the power of lens to produce resolution. Lens always provides resolution. The greater the power of the lens to produce resolution, the greater is the resolution power, the greater is the resolution there in the image. Okay, but what this signify? This signify when you're calculating D, it is basically giving you the resolution power. So whenever you're calculating D with the help of Abbe equation and the image is clearly visible, then it simply means that the lens has greater resolution power. And tell me one more thing. What do you think resolution power will be considering in units? Whenever you're seeing resolution power, what do you think if I just just say random number 5, what do you think I'll be using the units? I'll be using the distance unit. Okay, 5 maybe nanometer or 250 nanometer or something like that. Now, why do you think I'm using distance units to make resolution power more clear. It is because I'm not calculating resolution power. I'm just simple calculating D. Okay, the distance between two objects. And the smaller this distance, and still the image is clear, the greater the resolution power. I hope I made this thing clear. If it's still not clear, please let me know in the comment section. Or if it's not clear, what you can do, just rewind the back video and it will be clear. I know that. Okay, let's take a numerical over here to understand a little more. Okay, I'm saying you have given lambda of 650 nanometer and numerical aperture of 1.25. Okay, there's no units, it's just 1.25, basically n sine theta. Now I'm asking you to calculate resolution power. What do I mean when I'm asking you to calculate resolution power? I'm asking you to calculate how much far apart those two objects are. Basically, I'm asking you to calculate D, because smaller the D, greater will be the resolution power. So you need to calculate D, and that's how you'll be calculating resolution power. And that resolution power will be in distance unit. You said it correct. So if you just calculate, put the thing 0.5 into 650 nanometer, pardon me for the bad writing, 1.25, and your resolution power will be, tell me what if you have calculated, 260 nanometer. Nanometer, it's nanometer, N and M, nanometer, it's your resolution power. Compare it with other resolution power of lenses and you'll get to know if it's higher or smaller. With that, guys, thank you so much for there. And if you have doubts like what is numerical power, it's surely gonna covered in the next lecture, because I don't want you to get confused between image formation and the numerical aperture concept. Okay, so if you're still not clear about the resolution power and all stuff like that, please let me know in the comment section, or just try rewinding the video and listen it one more. It'll be clear. Till then, bye bye, stay tuned, take care.